what is the extent of public participation? I agree with you. Previously, we just but now constituency from your constituency, maybe it's Mumias, or it's Vihiga, or it's Kandui, they go to the office of the MP of Kandui. All interested, because public participation is voluntary. You don't have to drag anybody to go and participate.
Okay. Naka national schools kano?
National schools? I don't want to have a mutrap here, Rikiji. National schools, Chile Central, what I have advised our MPs, who will have CDF, and CDF has grown, every constituency gets a minimum of about 120, 130, 40 million per year. If you go to Alliance here, from Form 1 to Form 4. As the rest of the school under its establishment takes from the whole country. I've told our MPs we're wholly the same for all our national schools. The purpose of a national school is to build national cohesion. Bo omo anaka hamalo yangalana nelimolo anyalakecha kaso ma St. Peter's Mias kama nyambo, there are other Kenyans are mixer to build a nation. Lakini for the advantage of locals, Bunge pull resources together. The national government irerava ananevali 600 in a year. Nenyona nyumuvanende one stream. Ebukulavana from your county. Vavana abava mixon and all the children from elsewhere. Naunane vasoma vamanyambo a quarter year of county hosting this school, you're still taken care of. And that's what is being done in other places. So Lieneli Mreo Bunge, I have advised them, are they doing this? Yes.
Bwana Spika, maswali mawili. Swali la kwanza, mahakama kuu ilitoa uamuzi ya kwamba CDF is unconstitutional. Speaker wa bunge na nakunukuu ulisema CDF is here to stay. Maswali mawili. Swali la kwanza, wewe ni speaker ambaye unasaidia wabunge kuvunja sheria kwa sababu sasa wabunge wanataka CDF bado iendelee kuwa mikononi mwao. Na swali la pili, what is the future of CDF now that speaker mwenyewe anasema CDF is unconstitutional? Hakuna
sheria imevunjwa. Hii mambo iko mahakama, kwa hivyo sikunyawaka uchila in detail ta. A high court yabole CDF is unconstitutional long back. Bunge ya vireyo ya abisia a new bill NGCDF. Vandu vacha mukoti valmo the same way vali a bill a sharia ino CDF is unconstitutional in the high court. Appeal iliyo mu court of appeal. What does the constitution say? A matter pending on appeal is not concluded. Number two, the same high court yabo lambo, while CDF in their view unconstitutional, they have given it a live window up to June 2026 this year. The matter in court of appeal. There's an appeal coming. I think the judgment will later this month or early next month. Why did I say CDF should not be done away with? Never parliament without CDF. Never parliament with CDF. I know the difference. Chiloji constituency mkenya muno chihaba na kumaendeleo ya national government apart from CDF. Schools have been built. Administrative centers have been constructed. Bursaries to educate dispossessed families' children have been done. And we should help the government, the parliament, and wananchi. Hata na uchamu wananchi, when I send out public participation on the proposed law to change the constitution to anger CDF, you can't believe it, 90% of Kenyans, and we did it in every constituency, said they approve of the existence of CDF not be done away with. Those are public views.
Swali la mwisho Bwana Spika, kabla tuende kwa mambo ya uchumi Western Kenya. Kwa mambo ya shule, wanafunzi sasa wanarudi shuleni. And yes. Western Kenya tumeona wanafunzi wengi sana wana shida ya karo. Yes. Na wakati kulikuwa na mchakato mzima wa maneno ya kuweka bursaries na scholarship pamoja, wewe kama speaker mwaka uliopita ulipeana amri kwa clerk wa bunge aone ya kwamba ameleta sheria kujumuisha hii pesa pamoja. Je, tumefikia wapi ama ilikuwa tu maneno
ya sheria
ya kisiasa?
Hapana, speaker wa bunge haongei mambo ya siasa, anaongea mambo ya sheria. Mimi niliwaambia wabunge, si nimewaambia sekubole laona speaker sa draft ange sheria ta, sa debate ange sheria ta, sa pange kura mbunge ta, oana mashauri. And this matter is still out there. No cha out there, nava bola nandi, no cha mu village, MCA aline basari, governor aline basari, ombunge aline basari, minister wa education aline basari, presidential office aline the presidential basari, vikuli viene vilala viana chi basari, commercial bank viane basari, co bank viana chi basari, equity bank viana chi basari. Nora kama pesa kanala course in one basket. I can tell you without fear of contradiction, we can have free education for our children from nursery to university. Sikila jibasare jinonga noana chindale chitibila zakariani. Umuntu acha bukolo wa MCA na acha wo mbunge sa disclose khali anyol leta. Bamuelesi amao acha wa governor sa disclose khali anyol leta. And there's no mechanism ye kucheka kiso ndio na anyol le basare wo mbunge. Kumanya kuriena ye kumustop si kucha kubukolo chilingi wa governor. Na mwe kucha kubukolo ya ministry. Chilingi jinonga chitibila ngakariano. If you consolidated all these money, kila chilingi cha MCA cha mamuskopo ya serikali, cha mbunge cha mamuskopo ya serikali, cha governor cha mamuskopo ya serikali, cha president cha mamuskopo ya serikali. No tasomone in the church banks, these flying wings and whatever. No rala kama pesa. I can assure you, my daughter will have free education for everybody. Lakini speaker service yange sheriata. That was my thought, and it's up to those who make the laws to think about it. You know, there was resistance from quarters for vested interests. So, esengana na ushauri, I leave it there.
Tuzamia maswali ya uchumi, Bwana Speaker, na kwa utendakazi wako na maono yako kama kiongozi wa jamii ya Mlembe. Je, unaweza sema ya kwamba jamii ya Mlembe imefaidi na labda kuna miradi ipi ambayo wewe mwenyewe umeidhinisha kama Moses Wetangula ambayo imefaidi jamii ya Mlembe?
Unajua swali hilo si sahihi, kwa sababu mimi kama speaker, are you asking to me as speaker or in my life in politics?
In your life, juhudi zako wewe mwenyewe kama
mimi
Moses
kama
Wetangula,
nikiwa kiongozi
wa Mlembe.
Vitu vingi vimefanyika. Kwanza nilikuwa mbunge wa Sirisia. So I localized in Sirisia as a member of parliament. Zile vitu nilifanya za shule, za health facilities zenye nilijenga. Wakati niliingia kama mbunge hatukuwa na stima hata inji moja katika Sirisia. By the time I left, Sirisia ilikuwa na stima karibu kila mahali. Kutoka Ruahaha, ukija Sirisia, ukija Chwele, ukija Nalondo, ukija Skata, ukienda Kabuchai, ukienda Mkuyuni, nilikuwa nimeweka stima kila mahali kama mbunge. Shule zote nilikuwa nimesaidia. Without CDF nilikuwa ninajenga shule. CDF ilipokuja nilikuwa ninajenga shule. Na ukienda kuangalia audit hakuna swali lolote kwa kazi yangu. Nilichimbua boreholes kila mahali, nikajenga zahanati na dispensaries everywhere. I reduced the walking distance ya watu kwenda hospitali in my constituency of Sirisia from 15 kilometers to 3 kilometers when I was an MP. Nikakuja nikakuwa senator. Kazi ya senator ni kwenda kwa Senate kupigania kwa ugavi ya pesa, kupeleka nyumbani, ngawa na kufanya kazi. Lakini nikiwa na ushawishi katika serikali, ni mambo mingi tumefanya. Mambo mingi sana. Ukienda Bungoma sasa, wakati nimeleta huko Madaraka Day, ukiingia Bungoma, barabara salami ni mingi. Kizo ndio wewe unajua. Tumejenga stadium mpya kule Bungoma. Tumejenga State Lodge kule Bungoma. Sasa Western tuko na storage ngapi? 2, ya Kakamega, ya Bungoma. Tumeleta the only passport issuance office. Watu wetu walikuwa wanaenda Eldoret, Kisumu o Nairobi. Sasa mtu kutoka Trans Nzoia, mtu kutoka Mount Elgon, mtu kutoka Malava, Teso, anaingia Bungoma, 2 weeks ako na passport, anaenda nyumbani. Tumekata gharama. Pia tumeleta hospitali. Level 6 hospital Kakamega inajengwa. Level 6 hospital Bungoma tunamalizana na ADB, hivi karibuni inaanza kujengwa. Itapunguzia watu wetu kwenda Eldoret MTRH, kuja Kenyatta National Hospital, kuja Kenyatta University kwa matibabu, watakuwa wanatibiwa katika region yetu. Hiyo ni kazi tumefanya. Nilianzika kwa kumhesabia mabarabara. Kama ni ushawishi tukiwa katika serikali, hiyo ni ushawishi tumefanya na wenzangu kuhakikisha barabara zimekwama, zinaanzishwa, zinaendelea sasa. SGR sasa itafufuliwa kutoka kule imekwamia Naivasha kwenda mpaka Malava. Ipitie Kisumu, ingie Butere, ipitie Bungoma, Mumias, ingie Malava. Hiyo iko mbioni ya kufanyika. Barabara zetu kubwa zenye zina uchumi yetu inategemea Malava, Nairobi, Busia, Kisumu, Mau Summit. Hizo barabara zote mulisikia rais akitaja katika hotuba yake bungeni kwamba zinaenda kwa dual, kuhakikisha kwamba tunapunguza ma-accidents, tunapunguza mwendo wa kuchukua katika barabara na kusafirisha shehena za uchumi. Hiyo ni kazi tumefanya.
Mami denya mkura wena we mianda chobolanga cheboluye mikali zaidi chiso roho itsa audo kubodera ho ade budget kali aude tayari te mapesa kabe kwa kokasi mianda chenecho alafu lile bodi akabiri kulinende right of property ownership kulona kanende article 40 ye katiba audo kubodera ha abundua we kolomani bali wakamanya fyaka bifitsiranga abamenye be kolomani liba kupinganga mpanga undi kukuyibo khurila mikunda chawo undi khulona khane nawe kama speaker nende Bunge ishibala sha Kenya ipangangire no khulila mbu likuwa lya abantu kuba nende haki yo kumenya obe nyanga litusibo mwana.
2 things. One, kama kwa Ikolomani is very sensitive, as you know. Kulina and the massive deposits of gold in Kakamega. You remember the gold rush in Rosterman in 1928. Wazungu kila mtu alikuja huko kuenja a gold mine. Nekatibe volambo nolinende kama lobako hata serikali kuu ni yenye kuhola siozi like now this mining. There must be prompt and adequate compensation to the owners. Then that constitution also says there must be public participation wananchi vamavabole how they want it. 3, kwabisi sheria ya mining. But in the event mining yanja abundu benefits lazima chiche hu umwene lilova wabanalio a community yalinda a mali hiyo, a county under which that falls, then the national government, then the investor. We have that law. The remainder is a process. How you go about it and how you get everybody, we need to do these things. Chinyanga ndio serikali has never move out, we are doing this, chawa. Lazima serikali eche explain levandu, bo emali lianano, emali la yeta sibala, including yourself. I can tell you, Kenya has enormous mineral wealth. But when you look at our economic survey and our figures in our GDP, you hardly find mining there. You find remittances, diaspora, you find coffee, you find tea, you find services, and so on. So, Kwenyebwa as a country, and I've told our MPs, I've also advised our president, that on our highway to Singapore, mining will play a great role. The mining will play a great role, lazima kuwe and harmony, consensual relationship, kati ya wananchi weka malova, nende serikali, nende wawekezaji wawecha who exploit those minerals for the benefit ya wananchi, ya chikaunti, nende ya serikali. Your other question was on?
In terms of the roads, mianda chili bulia kali chili budgeted, alafu wale weko manano kali ya kolona kanina nawe so far likweli liaka khala bandroblei nomba munjelela linda itawe.
First, I caution against unnecessary and unhelpful politicization of every situation. Sikia vindu vilabilio vya economy, vindu vilabilio vya siasa. No manya wana siasa, ulinia abona sindu kenye wakeambileho anyole umaarufu without looking at either the benefits or the consequences. So I advise my colleagues walimu siasa, some of these things, it is very easy kuihalasi nende wananchi and the serikali in a structured manner, county governments, national government, leadership, that is part of life. So when mukachula, you can either say yes, like I always say, even no is an answer.
Yes. Abada siwe mkunda kwenoko kwet igolde ibodokwa around 680 billion shillings. Shinde shinya lukiko dakakali abamenyi veikolomani venabo shibe so quick kombola mukunda cha mutawe. Shinde shikeni kana shikolishi.
I have no doubt, my friend, that if these residents and citizens are explained properly, they will understand. In life, economists will tell you everything is for sale as long as the price is right. I'm sure there are people who, if talked to, Nombololi, if Elias Yanano, what this, your benefit is this. The government can easily go under and mine the gold as you live on top. It is possible. You can start a mining duct 5 kilometers away and come and mine under my house here without even my knowledge. And I'm living on top with my beautiful trees and my gardens. But that is not the way we want to go. We want people to be talked to. I have no doubt in my mind that people properly talked to will see the sense and will see the benefit to themselves, to their families, and to the country. The roads. All the roads I have mentioned are in the budget. The book is public, you can find it and look at it. Number two, we also have funds that are not necessarily coming through the budget. We have fuel levy that is used for road construction. Part of that fuel levy, now we have the doctrine of securitization, where you securitize the income from the levy to get bulk money from commercial banks, do the roads, and you service those loans. It's an innovative way of financing projects. You also have PPPs. Where you have PPPs, they don't necessarily have to be reflected in the budget. They're contractual. Like now we are going to do the airport. And the president has said we must have a brand new airport in the next, by the time we go to the next elections or thereabouts. This new airport is going to be a PPP. You will not find it in the budget books. You will find it in contractual documents in the treasury. But the airport will be built. And I want to encourage Kenyans, airport in whatever way, Omundu will never go away with that airport. It remains our asset. And we are left behind. Now, India last week, you should look at airports in India. I went to Kerala to see Mheshimiwa Ferdinand. You land in Kerala, small town, the airport is 10 times better and bigger and more modern than our JKIA. And is built on PPP. So don't worry about some of these things. Whatever is government money must be budgeted and is in the budget for roads. Whatever is not in the budget, there are innovative ways of getting resources.
No, innovative ways, speaker ba president unende authority na kamani. Ke go bola chilingi chino e chikole sindu fulani, chino chikole sindu fulani.
No. Cabinet.
Okay.
If you look at our constitution, any expenditure chirechelenga parliament tanga cha PPP chino, any PPP undertaking must go to cabinet. And once cabinet passes, sometimes they come to parliament as sessional papers for parliament to have a say. Some are signed as contracts between the national government, the treasury, and the government, and the contractual parties. Yes.
Dina kama swali kane
Yes.
kana nano liebweni kama kwa ka level 6 hospital ya CJ.
Yes.
Bantu bareba sana bali kaba kariena bakira SJ. In fact balaba bola bali kama ni ka speaker ni wa influencer baira SJ. Liswali liye habiri kama kwa ka uchumi nga lidi hapo lile Nzoya.
Yes.
Nzoya yabere kisungu mukuti sana. Bantu bareba no mukambeina mwabola muri Nzoya bakarere machine mpya. Kama kariena bakola leasing. Seli machine mpya tawe. Kubera kunende balimi bakarungwata kunende bafanya kazi bakarungwatawe ndiko lene linania sana. Alafu liye hataru bakoli ba pani paper. Kwaba newe PH gavana mwaira chisendi. Balala babola banyola chisendi bandi bakanyola paka saa hizi notawe. Onaba korosi na sibi. Alafu liye khane para mesiku brigadier ineli wa kweli. Para ineli wa kweli speaker.
Number one, CJ is the name of Bungoma town. Kisondio, and I think I saw you there. Now land a hospital, yenye bwa yombahwe town. I don't know land members club we move. Babukule kumalo babachibole ku MTC. Babandu ba ADB becha Bungoma. I was not part of the team. We nenda our governor, nenda our MCS at Kibabi University. Bahola public participation, we discuss about around. Banyola bulime SJ. I bought that land when I was an MP. There's a small MTC there. Probably it's going to be located there. After going around the county and assessing. I had nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it, but I can tell you, Evele SJ, Evele Bungoma Mutauni, Evele Mount Elgon, Evele Tongareni, Evele Webuye, Evele Bumula, it's in Bungoma. It is our hospital. Number two, Nzoya. Nzoya released to Rai. The terms and conditions of the lease are public. You can look at them. What was he supposed to do? To re-engineer the mill, engage the farmers, buy their cane, mill the sugar, pay them, and he assured that he'll pay every 7 days of cane delivery. And as he sells the sugar, keeps part of, there's some component of money, end of the year, omulimianyola bonus yewe. The taste of the pudding is in the eating. Lehanzo ya yanje kazi, we see how it does. New mill, functioning mill, whatever, eye kazi ya serikali, nende, the leasing person. I have never been there since they leased the factory. I'll go there when it starts working to see how it is. But when I fly over, I see there's a test run going on. So let's wait and see. I have no doubt whatsoever in my mind that farmers of Zoya are going to be very happy. I'm also a cane farmer. In fact, in Gavati side, Police and Zoya, I have planted now 20 acres of cane. And I'm a farmer waiting to harvest my cane when it starts and join other farmers. Part of the leasing agreement, I was informed by the treasurer, was Hurungavalimi and Hurungavaholi until they finish. How much they have done, I don't have the figures, but I know some farmers were paid some money. I can check that and share with you. And those farmers, I'm in constant touch with them. I also meet them and speak with them. Pan paper, It was a long, protracted process from 2013, in fact 2010, until last year, when I convinced the government, Varak Mapesa, mu budget, and this money was based on everything that was worked out with the Union of Retirees, the current management of Pan Paper, the Ministry of Trade and Industry, and the Treasury. They brought money, we went and presented. I have no idea about who has not been paid. The only thing I had, the workers were complaining about was taxed. And when I looked at the law, terminal benefits are taxable. And nobody, not even Parliament, can forgive you from paying tax. So if you are paid 100 shillings and tax is 16% or 10% or 30%, it will be taken off. I can tell you, for example, as Speaker, my salary is about 1.6 million. I pay tax on that of 668,000 a month. We almost share half-half with the government, and nobody can forgive me from paying tax, not even Parliament, not even the President. So, tax. That is the law. Final benefits, your salary, are all taxable, and nobody can forgive you for that. Mr. Brigadier, like I said, in the last budget, we put money. I have been talking to CS Chirchir. I know the contractor went back to the site. I know he has done some milestone. All we need to do is to push and make sure that road is finished. There's a supplementary coming in February. I'll ensure through the committee that something is done so that we can continue with that road.
Omwami iwe wakaba musiasa emyaka mingi zaidi ne
sana
lolwa okuba mulala kubemreceiver kisiasa khurira timba katsebulia au ndikatana kushire kuinjira mukukali ko western politics mberio khulona kanini nawe myaka jo wakaba musiasa kino chikira shina tsi factory tsebulia shinga khurira mwami kisana na kurebanga mukoka kanzoia mukoka mumiasi sugar factory Pan Paper factory tsebulia icheshina tia kwa ali ya rumjelira linelo ne icheshina shukunya lokula bundu nomba kuben kunyola tsi companies factories tsokolanga kutyaje kutsirira kunyola matunda kama mundu mulia.
You know, that's a very good question. Khubela, there are many people, Bulanga people especially, who either on the opposite of me in politics, namwe bahanjinya in politics. They say all sorts of things. I went into politics in 1992. The only time we were in government was when we came in with Wamalwa and Kibaki. 2002. I was an assistant minister. 2007, I became a full minister. In 2012, 13, we went to elections. I paired with Raila as code. We lost elections. We went into opposition. It is around that time that Pan Paper collapsed. I remained in opposition from that time, 2012, until 2022. I was in opposition, asking questions and getting no answers. And the Hansard everywhere will bear me out. When Pan Paper was sold, I was in opposition. It was sold by government. Nzoia kiyumba, I was in opposition. I was not in government. Mumias kiyumba, Mumias was doing very well. Until 2013, 14, 15, the Mumias collapsed. I was in opposition. All this time, we came back in 2022 in government. Nzoia is what I've already told you. Least work is going on. If you go to Busia, Budalangi sugar rice mills, you will be impressed. It looks like Mwea. the work of the government in which I am now. If we go to Nasewa and see the construction of the EPZ, you'll think it's at the river. Beautiful structures going on to bring investors. Nocha, Chifactory Chindi, Chichechili, Juzi, they're working. Those ones have no responsibility, they're private enterprise. Butali, West Kenya, Naitiri, and we support them. Pan paper, immediately it was sold. The government, the same government that sold it, banned harvesting of trees. And pan paper technology relies on pulp from trees. It is until now, 3 months ago, on our representation, that the government took matter to cabinet. Cabinet approved that pan paper can now harvest mature plantation forests of pinus trees, cypress, and eucalyptus, which are used in pulping to make paper. So, as we speak, in my tenure in government, which started in 2022, pan paper is going to start pulping and creating paper. So, I was in opposition. What was I supposed to do? 2013 to 2022. And you know very well, during that time, President Uhuru, President UFO Kenya, for the 10 years I was in the Senate, I saw him in Western about 2-3 times. I'm sure you come from Western, you know. How many times have you seen us bring the president for development programs in Western? And he makes pronouncements. He came to Mumias. Kawel and bonus. No, just I Mumias. I pass there every other day. Mumias is milling. I pass over Mumias nucleus. They have planted cane. It looks very green and beautiful. Valimi, they are continuing to plant cane. Whether it's satisfactory or not is a quantifiable issue. But something is going on. Valimi Vanzoya, we have encouraged them. I have told you I'm an example. I have planted cane. We are planting coffee. This year, I am trying to plant coffee, 60 acres. And I'm encouraging every farmer. You are going to get good money because coffee worldwide is now more profitable than even any other crop.
Right.
Bwana Spika, now that we serikali endebe yakabaga kutohiguru hara na oboye president yakaza Western Kenya hari kanyenge. So where are we na 30% yetu? Kobe ku percent yake sahi.
Did you
no speaker bantu bakali baba president ki trips ni cha meka Western wefwe. Se chirine ende evaluate projects chimbo fanga chimbeke chindi tawe. Ukana kecha kubukana ubukana amekecha kumupira amekecha ku ukenda sana mali ba chimilioni ano chirano ano chimilioni chibili ano chimilioni chitaru basa chichi project chisiro chimpofu kabisa tawe bantu balapa bola barabara
president kecha khulonje chibarabara you know it e barabara na khulonjile yal Turbo Sekhendu is over 1.4 billion. A highway near Kalonje Rironi, which is going all the way to Malaba, is billions of shillings. That he launched in Rironi doesn't mean it doesn't affect us. A hospital ya Kakamega, 6 billion, the referral hospital, Emilio, Kazi, who contractor Kaholeta down. A hospital is 8 billion, it is not 5 million. It is going to be done. Chisoko, Esoko ya Chwele, it is 350 million, it is ongoing. Soko kubwa mtaoni, 750 million, it is ongoing. Chisoko Chili, Nocha, Kakamega, Nocha Vihiga, Nocha Busia, they're all ongoing. President Kechanga, Mukesi Yanku programs, Nocha Budalangi Rice Scheme, there is a funding of close to 3 billion to expand that scheme so that it can be as big or comparable to Mwea and Ahero. It may not be enough, but something is going on that is visible, which we can talk about. Stadium Mea Kakamega, Buhungube Yakwam, the government has taken over, it is doing it to finish it so that when we go to AFCON, it can be used. Stadium Mea Kandui, nekhola madaraka day. Contractor babe chamo, they didn't finish it. We have started with the president. We have handed it over to the Ministry of Sports. They're coming to finish it up so that it can be put to good use. So that statement is not true. Yes.
Safi urumdo sana murikirisi wirede mlembe FM kabalia Voka FM nende Sule FM bulano kwenya kubera kwinjiranga mu lilomo lya siasa tibuluya ne siasa tibuluya tene no mwami speaker Wetangula naba no khonya kabena no wa asilimia 30
yes, I'll come to that. Yes.
Ya msalia nende nombe wenende msalia mudabadi mwalakwa kulona kanenda mkwaka kebulia ne bandu barebanga amakwa ko bulala kwebulia shinisha langu luya unity kwa kabana ku rawli muduno myaka mingi zaidi mwami bandu bajero bakurebanga iminyaka no nombe shida na bandu abaluya nomba abemirisibe bulia you know the moment
First, 30% niyo na mahana wa sayina.
No, hengira ku 30% nende siasa yebulu yata khwabele nende luyoka Bungoma kiwanja ndeke bo benya bomba kho smart city luyoka lwabele obukhwekhwesani bemisye bayira mukoti alafu aba kiwanja ndeke bayile matulo ya strip ngoro niyo wikhala nende angola kabona kana kacha bindu bifwana biriena smart city abundu awo namwe
Kisondio wa Bungoma. First of all, kiwanja ndege is the property of national government. It is not the property of the county. It is not the property of any individual. Correct? Matulo is the property of the national government. Is the property of Kenya Airports Authority. Leaders ba Bungoma, all MPs, Vehalan and the president, it says in Indio, Kava Volali, I have a plan for the following. Namo Mbahile airstrip, we are developing it to be an airport. Even yesterday, the chairman of Airports Authority, Caleb Kositany, was in Matulo, and he called me and told me they are expanding the runway. In 2 months, it will be ready by 600 meters. 500 meters on the Webuye town side and 110 meters on the Nzoia side. We already have a signed agreement with an airline to do commercial flights at Matulo. Governor was tasked and he's told me he's doing it to acquire extra land, and Kositanya has told me in 3 months they'll have finished building a small terminal building, Geli Kakamega. Will use Webuye airstrip. So Webuye is Bungoma.
Yeah.
The airport at Bungoma town, which already had been grabbed by people mpaka imebaki kitu kidogo. It's only 30 acres. The national government said we are going to decommission this airport. And it was decommissioned from an airport to public land owned by the national government. And the national government said we will put up a smart city and other facilities to grow Bungoma. And I've said, and I say it again, I wish Bungoma and Kakamega to become cities in our lifetime as our major towns. Those are some of the highways you take towards smart city. I understand people are complaining, people are making noise, people are saying that land belongs to the national government. You can decide what to do with it. Maybe what they have not done is do public participation. I've asked the governor, call the leadership and talk to them. Except from where I sit as the Speaker of the National Assembly, I don't want to be embroiled in parochial local politics. I don't want.
Okay.
Because there are some young politicians who are throwing my name all over. I want to tell you, in my whole life, I have never, ever benefited from public land, even 1 inch. Every property I have bought. I cannot go and interfere with public land in Bungoma, my home. I don't know, we know Jahoavinale, or Vinamuita.
So, Mommy, 30%.
30%. The agreement we signed as Kenya Kwanza ANC, Ford Kenya, and the UDA. It's in public domain. What did we say? Don't read it selectively. Makuli, ANC and Ford Kenya take control of the Mlembe vote in Western Kenya, in our 5 counties, and must do the following: deliver 70% of the vote. After delivering 70% of the vote, then you'll be entitled to 30% of appointments. You'll be entitled to roads, these kilometers, and those things that are there. What did we deliver? Busia, 10%. Vihiga, 40%, or slightly below. Kakamega, about 20%. Trans Nzoia, about 48%. Only Bungoma delivered 71% of the vote. So where is the contractual probity here? I just hear people say 30%, 30%. It was a conditional agreement. But what has the president done? Even with that, he still honored the agreement. Musali is PCS. He honored the agreement. Papua Roma is speaker. He honored the agreement. We have minister. He honored the agreement. We have 7 PSs. He honored the agreement. We have several ambassadors. We can count them. He honored the agreement. The roads are going on. He honored the agreement. We agreed. We revive Nzoia. We revive Mumias. It is on course. He honored the agreement. The development that's going on anywhere else in the country will go on in Western. I have already counted for you. Did we deliver 70% as a Mlembe vote? We didn't. But he honored the bargain. Only Bungoma delivered 71%. The rest didn't. So don't read that agreement selectively. Read it in totality and appreciate it. Go on.
So kwa hivyo mwami iminangambo in terms of representation hudula timbakati yebulia muserikali ya bulano hulona kanina huli sawa nomba hulikonda akandi Kenya kana kabeka tusubua kama abaluya muserikali ya bulano.
Everybody is an Oliver Twist. Thank you, but give me some more. Everywhere. Even when they have a lot, they still say, thank you, but give me some more. But no lola muserikali, holine the PCS, holine the speaker, holine the parliament, holine the majority whip in the Senate, holine the minister Oparanya as a community, holine the minister Nahumicha as a community, holine the PSC, 7 of them, holine the ambassadors, many of them. Even so, Namwamba has been deployed from here to Kampala. Susan Nahumicha is ambassador at UNEP. We have Ken Nganga in Dubai. We have many ambassadors that we can count. We have many middle-level senior civil servants that we can count. We have Gilbert Masengeli. He is the deputy IG. We've never had a deputy IG as a community since independence. We have the commander of the Air Force, General. Before, we have the deputy army commander, the deputy Kihariri, is Omenda from Vihiga. We've not had that. We have the chairman of Central Bank of Kenya, the son of Professor Richard Musangi, called Mukite. He's from Western. We have the Commissioner General of